Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to the Mashariki African Film Festival 22 edition, 8th edition 2022. I'm happy to be here. I would like to recognize, before I start, the delegation of Israeli doctors and nurses that they were here for, just say hi. Hi. They were here for 10 days or so, doing a very important medical work in Musanze, the district hospital. Thank you for coming to Rwanda and help some of the medical teams there in Musanze. I would like also to recognize my friends from Rotary Club. Hi. And the ambassador, the High Commission of Kenya. Thank you. So Trésor is really a partner for since 2019. I already said in the video that good job, by the way, Trésor, for the video. I said that I have a really passion to the film industry, to films, to movies. In Israel, we are very good, very advanced in the film industry. Very good films. Every year we send at least one to the Oscar. Sometime they also win. We are very proud of the Israeli industry, and I will be happy to materialize the hopes of you, Trésor, to bring next year teams to raise capacity and filmmaking. I would like also to recognize the presence of the head of the USAID, Jonathan. Thank you for coming. It's my friend. So this is part of the partnership that we have, the support. It's actually part of what we call cultural diplomacy, to bring the culture from Israel here, to share what we have in Israel in different fields, and also to bring your culture, the Rwandan culture, to Israel. This year, actually, in April, we sent to Israel. I was in the delegation of a singer, Israel Boni. He was in Israel. Went with 120 people from Rwanda. We had 2 concerts, and it was very successful. Airplane full of people with 2 concerts. So this is part of what we do in cultural diplomacy, and every year we partake in the Mashariki Film Festival. Tonight's film speaks about the church, which is actually, of course, the Holy Sepulchre, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. It is the most famous church, I think, in the world. It is actually the last 2 stations of the Via Dolorosa of Jesus Christ, where he was crucified and buried and then resurrected. It's a unique place. I've been there tens of times, and it's an exciting place because you feel the energy. There are 6 churches from around the world represented there, and they are really looking for the space always, at a daily basis, the space and the vocal space and the physical space for their churches. You will see it in the movie. It was a church that was built first in 335, the year 335, 4th century, by Helena, the queen mother of Constantinople. And she found the cross, and that is where she built the church for the first time. The church was built and was destroyed and rebuilt and destroyed and rebuilt for many, many years. And what's interesting is, of course, the status quo of the church, which was decided in the 18th century between the 6 churches. There is a ladder there outside, which was not moved since the 18th century. It's still in the same place. You also will see it in the video, in the movie. So it is really very important place. The one who holds the key for the church is a Muslim, and for many, many, many years, it's a tradition. And the one who is responsible for the status quo now is a policeman from the Israeli police. Because this church goes almost 1,800 years, and we are so many conquerors and so many empires that kept the place. Now it's Church of Israel, and we are doing it. It's not easy, but it's an exciting job, and to keep the status quo. So you will see everything there in this exciting church. I invite you to come and visit Israel, of course, and see it in your own eyes. It's really nice. And I wish you a good, and I wish you really to enjoy the film. Before I conclude, I would like to thank my teams and the security, who is always there for me. Thank you. You can clap. And good, enjoy the show. Thank you very much.
I think a round of applause for His Excellency the Ambassador. Thank you, Ambassador. For now, before we watch the church, there is also